Yeah, that's why I said, are your usuals going to show up today?
We'll see.
Because if they do show up, they're going to probably be like, oh, hey, he's streaming again. Okay, bye. We hear background noise.
Maybe. I mean, I personally don't mind as long as it's not too evasive.
Yeah. See, if it's too loud, like how it is now for you.
Sort of, but it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. It doesn't bother me at all.
Okay. Just making sure it doesn't bother you.
Yeah. Touhou 10, Mountain of Faith. Continuing the Touhoustreams. Let's grab all the faith we can. So yeah, this is a big game that I'm going to be playing because this is going to be the beginning of me playing through more Touhou games for the channel.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'm bringing back the Touhoustreams, and I'm starting a new arc in the Touhou story.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's been a while since I've streamed a Touhou game, and I gotta configure my settings, meaning I gotta bring my keyboard close to me. I have this keyboard that's on top of a large cloth that I keep underneath, so my hands don't rest continuously on the desk, on the hard wooden desk. And I need like the best position for the keyboard because playing a Touhou game with a lackluster position is really harmful on the hands.
Gotcha.
Because you're constantly like pressing buttons and you're resting your arms as close to the keyboard as possible.
I gotcha. Alright, I will be right back. His mom is calling me.
Don't worry. I also have something here that I need to set up. Okay. Alright. I think we're all set. It also helps that I did a live stream previously, so all my settings are pretty much intact. Oh wait, I forgot the one thing I need to do. I need to adjust the window of the game.
Okay, so you know that vampire thing I showed you on Skyrim?
That vampire mod? Yeah.
Yeah, they added it, and then today they added another house mod.
Oh, okay.
It's a house in a wintry area, and it's between it's between Dawnstar and Winterhold, but it's more towards Winterhold. So it's a Winterhold house.
Do you have the mod installed already?
The vampire one, yes.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Have you actually tested it out? Have you become a vampire?
No, but I tend to favor vampire more.
Well, yeah.
I am a mage after all.
I know you. You're gonna go for being a vampire as soon as you can. Okay. Switch that to the VC text.
Yeah, and the fact that I can turn anyone into my thrall.
Yeah, you can role play as Dracula if you want to.
That's the entire point.
Yeah.
Heavy armored.
Heavy armored metal as fuck Dracula. Dracula if he was in the DC universe. If he's not already in the DC universe, you never know.
He is.
He is? Vampires are in DC?
Yep.
Oh. Wait, I'm stupid. Batman versus Dracula. That was the thing.
Yes.
I watched that.
I think Marvel has their own version of Dracula.
Yeah, they have Dracula. He worked together with Morbius.
Yes.
Actually, no, Apocalypse. He worked together with Apocalypse.
But Dracula's in both DC and Marvel.
Well, hey, be thankful I didn't say, yeah, they have their own Dracula, it's Morbius. It doesn't count, Spirit.
Mm-hmm. That's a totally different character.
Yeah, a character who's been ruined by that Sony movie, unfortunately. Although, to be fair,
Vampirella, I think, is DC, I think.
See, whenever someone talks about Morbius, I know the first thing to come to mind is the horrible Sony movie, but as a 90s kid, the only thing I remember of Morbius is the Spider-Man 90s cartoon show, the animated series, where he had a fixation on the Black Cat. Felicia! I always just remember him talking about Felicia, and also, because, you know, 90s cartoon, they had to censor stuff, unfortunately. They couldn't have him drink blood, and they couldn't have him use his fangs, so instead, he drains plasma from a person's body using suction cups from his hand. Which is so stupid.
Oh, the Skyrim thing, when they want energy, they use vampire drain from their hand.
Really?
But they can also bite. Yeah, but they can also bite you too. So it's not, you know.
You can't tell me they based that off of Morbius.
No, they didn't.
Okay, good. That must be an actual vampire thing then.
Yes.
It's still stupid though.
The life drain from the hand, and then they can bite to feed.
Yeah. Maybe it's a mistake for you becoming a vampire druid in Skyrim. You probably don't want to. You're gonna constantly yell about this girl named Felicia, and every single time you see someone walking down the street, you're just gonna whisper to yourself, "Plasma!" Because that's all he says in that show after he becomes a vampire. I must feed on plasma! Felicia! Anyways, I think it's time we start. I'm sad. I forgot I looked sad.
Sad.
There we go. That's better. We're playing Touhou today. Yay! This is going to be interesting because I have been practicing this game off screen, but it's still a pretty difficult game. I managed to 1cc this game. I got through to the end. I defeated the final boss, but even then, I was on my last life. So, unless I play better than I did in my test playthrough, this may or may not go longer than expected. We'll see. Also, you see my layout for Touhou games, right?
Yes. Yeah,
this is how I play Touhou games. If I were to play it on full screen, it would be incredibly stretched out. Like, this end would be all the way over here, this end would be all the way over here. And if you're playing a game that requires precise movement, having the sprites stretched is not really a good idea.
Correct.
I think once Touhou 13 happened, Zune incorporated HD quality and HD resolution, so it's no longer stretched anymore. Which, you know, thank goodness. But we're still on Touhou 10.
Yes.
So yeah, this is Touhou. Touhou 10, Mountain of Faith. Last time on the Touhoustreams, I think we played... What is this we business? I played Touhou 8, Imperishable Nights for Imperishable Night Day. And if we're talking about continuity's sake, the last game I played in the continuity was Touhou 9. In that game, it kind of felt like that was trying to be a finale for the Touhou series as a whole. And it ended on a somewhat nice note. And then Zune decided to make more games because Touhou was popular, and he figured, hey, I'm gonna try to make more games and fulfill my dream of building up this world and the lore that I now have. And that he did, because this game is, in my opinion, the start of the next big Touhou arc. So Touhou is usually, by most people, broken up into multiple arcs. You had the Windows arc, which was the start of the Windows era, from Touhou 6 to Touhou 9, where it was just really an introduction to everything. You know, it introduced you to the world and the characters. and characters that would reappear through like the spin-offs and the main games, which was unheard of in the Touhou 1 to 5 games. That was its own era. That was the PC98 era. And now we're in the Touhou 10 to 13.5 era. Yes, there are point games because Zune likes to make spin-off games, and he also doesn't like things to make sense. So we have a 10.5 and a 12.3 and a 12.5 and a 12.7. There's actually going to be a lot of games in this arc. But basically, this is the start of what I like to aptly name the religious war arc. This is where religion starts to become an important factor in the story of Touhou and the world of Gensokyo as a whole. So the main story of this game, because usually these games have a main story that you read through the manual that you get on your physical disc, but we don't have that. Basically, one day, a shrine maiden from the mountain, known as Yokai Mountain, came down from the mountain and went to Reimu's shrine, professing that they are now the head religion, the head Shinto religion of... Oh, I guess Druid left. I think his connection might have cut. Yeah, he completely, he's completely offline. Wow, okay. I guess that must have been his connection. 100%. But to continue the story, the recap. You know what? I can actually find the recap. I might as well find the recap itself, because that would be a better explanation for it. Touhou 10 Mountain of Faith. While you guys get a sneak peek of the game itself. Alrighty. So we have a backstory and a prologue. Hey, Dirt.
Hi, welcome back.
Was it your connection?
Yeah.
I figured, don't worry. I actually stopped my explanation of the plot to look up the actual backstory that came with the manual, so. Okay, there's a backstory which explains all the backstory of the game, and then there's a prologue, which is what actually came in the manual. So I will read the prologue. The Hakari Shrine, a dilapidated shrine on the eastern border of Gensokyo. It's always bustling with non-human activity, as if it were a shelter for itinerant yokai. Naturally, humans do not to visit a shrine with so many yokai, that's weirdly worded, and with the people's declining belief, the patron god of the shrine was worried. I think that's the only time that the god of the Hakari Shrine is referenced. And so the shrine reached a turning point. Reimu Hakude, the shrine maiden, was worried. Dun dun dun. Reimu, how can I kick these yokai out? How can I gather faith from humans? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Oh ho, those dongos look really good. Oh, this is Marissa. Ah, Marissa, yeah. Something on your mind, Daze? A strange visitor came by a little while ago. That's all the shrine ever gets anyway. A god's power stems from people's faith in it. The seldom visited Hakare Shrine god's power had steadily diminished, until the myriad god colleagued unanimously agreed a conference that they would not ignore this matter any further. Even though it was said Gensokyo could only have one shrine, compared to the numerous gods of the outside world, which is our world, belief in the Hakari Shrine's gods was on the decline, and its status was falling, which is not good because the Hakari Shrine is important to Gensokyo's stability. Reimu. Yokai are strange visitors too, but this time, it was a strange human. A human visitor? Those are really rare. To suddenly order me to shut down the shrine? Huh? You mean the shrine's been open? Oh, Marissa. Aside from its role as a dwelling for its patron god, the Hakari Shrine serves as an important purpose for Gensokyo, so no matter how much faith its devotees lose, Reimu knew that it could not be allowed to close down. That important purpose is to watch over the boundary that separates Gensokyo from the outside world. But... Marissa. Close down the shrine? What a weird thing to say. What would happen to it after that? Get torn down, or the god on the top of the mountain would take it over. That's even weirder. I don't know the person who came here, but no matter how you look at it, isn't that a weird thing for a god to say? Yeah. Well, yeah. That's all Marissa has to say. Yeah, well, that person was kind of interesting, but what are you gonna do about it? You aren't gonna take them at their word and turn the shrine over to this mysterious god, are you? If the god of the mountain could gather more faith, maybe that could really happen. They could chase out the yokai, and it'd feel more like a shrine, right? Even if you change out the god in the shrine, I think you'd still have about as much influence. Marissa's just a sassy motherfucker. But you know, this is just too suspicious. Chasing out the shrine's original god and then taking it over is just weird. That human seems pretty powerful, but I've never seen her before. It must have been a yokai in some kind of disguise, or some sort of evil god. Deeply troubled, Reimu decided to go meet the god that was said to live atop the mountain. Reimu had originally been avoiding ascending the mountain, but as she thought about the declining belief in the shrine, she decided to earnestly tackle the problem. She never thought that this would lead to a battle. Light courses through the heavens. The sound of machinery echoes in the distance. Perhaps the Tengu's factories have awoken. This is the world of the humans from the village could never enter. A building constructed of wood, the out-of-season call of a frog, the cast-off skins of countless snakes. She was there. She had always been there. There with a single human. That will make sense when we get into the game. But yeah, that is the main prologue to Touhou. Hey, mister, want a 1cc Touhou with me? Oh, don't you know it! So basically, there is a god on the mountain who hasn't been seen in Gensokyo who suddenly sent a human down to Reimu's shrine telling her to move out. And that they're now the patron shrine of Gensokyo, which is a big no-no because the Hakare shrine is the only thing that makes Gensokyo stable, the barrier stable. So it can't go. So Reimu has taken it upon herself to go to the mountain and solve this incident. If this was an alternate universe. Instead, we're bringing Marissa. Marissa's reason for going to the mountain is just she wants to. And she also heard the story from Reimu, so she knows that the god at the mountain is trying to close down the Hakare shrine, and, you know, her bestie slash, if you're into it, significant other who she fights with all the time, she doesn't want her shrine to be broken. And this game, not only is it the start to a different arc of the Touhou series, this is also a sort of return to form and a evolution of the Touhou gameplay system. A return to form in the sense that we only have two characters to control as, Reimu and Marissa. No, like, third character, no extra character, nothing like that. It's just these two. And we have 3 types of shots instead of 2. And there are mechanics in this game that significantly change the scope of the Danmaku system, the bullet hell system. For instance, bombs in this game work a little differently, and I'll explain it when we get into the actual game. So with Reimu, she has access to her classic homing shot, which, you know, it's all homing. She's got her forward focus, which are the ceiling needles, basically Reimu with power, but she has no homing and barely any spread. And ceiling type, Yokai Buster. This is a new one. Her option is left and right and focus formation. Basically, you can move around the giant spread shot. It works similar to Sakuya in Touhou 7, where you could aim the spread shot around, and so you could sort of manipulate where Sakuya is shooting. Problem is, not enough damage, great for stages, but horrible for bosses. And then we have Marissa here. As you notice, I cleared with the high power shot, which is the one we're going to use. High power type shot is an interesting one because this one, I'll explain it after the others, actually. The others are a little more simple. This is basically just illusion lasers. You have lasers, and that's it. Really, really powerful, no spread whatsoever. And then there's the magician type, which is weird. Think bullet hell with a flamethrower. And think of the consequences of using a flamethrower. You have to be close in order for the flames to hit. And that's why this sucks. Marisa basically shoots a giant flame, and it will only do damage if you're at least a small distance from the boss. Not all that good. If you can use it, then more power to you. There are probably people that have cleared it with this shot type on Lunatic, maybe even gotten a perfect score, but I'm not one of those people. It's really, really difficult. And then we have my favorite, the high power type. This one is weird in that Marisa basically has familiars following her. They're small little familiars. If you hold down the shift button, the familiars stop. But when you're moving around, when you're not holding the shift button, they basically trace behind you and follow your movement. So if you're handsy, you can move Marisa around and have the familiars form a straight line. You could have a giant spreaded line hitting the entire screen. And while it may not be all that powerful, it's great for stages. Consequently, if you have all the familiars come right into Marisa's sprite, then you'll have a what is it called? A short range, not short range. Short range would imply that it won't go very far. A very thin attack. You won't be able to hit anywhere else but forward, but it will do massive amounts of damage. And that is really cool, and I really like that. Not only is she great for stages, but she's great for bosses. So we're going to be playing as Marisa A, the high power type. So anyways, this game has a lot of new mechanics. For starters, there's something called a faith mechanic. These green items that you collect fill up a gauge at the bottom left corner of the screen called the faith meter. The more you fill that up, the more point value you'll get from point items. The way you obtain lives in this game is through point items, or just your score. So what you want to do in order to get enough lives to survive the end game is you want to build up your faith meter, and then try to collect as much score as you can in order to get those extra lives. Alright, mid-boss. This is Shizuha Aki. We will never see her again. She is just a mid-boss with no dialogue. Unfortunate, really. We will see her sister, though. I guess I could explain her powers. Shizuha is a god who has the ability to change the color of the leaves. Now, you would think her ability is magic-based. Apparently not. According to the lore, all she really does is she kicks a tree down, and then she colors the leaves herself manually. For every single individual leaf in the entire world. I don't get that. But she's a god nonetheless.
Ah man, it's been a while. I'm so out of shape. I could use some practice. Shit would be nice if someone strong would show up, Daze. Hint hint.
You say that as if something... because my dialogue went away really fast. This is Minoriko Aki. This is the sister of Shizuha, who actually does get dialogue. The boss of this stage. She has the ability to, I believe, develop harvests. She can basically produce harvests, which makes her a very popular god among humans. So basically, if you want a decent crop for the year, you pray to Minoriko, and she will give you a bountiful crop. Very famous, as opposed to her sister.
But you're a human, and humans are supposed to be afraid of yokai. I'm afraid of other things too.
When you're trying to go, the yokai are unlike those you've seen.
That sounds like fun. So you're stronger than a yokai, right?
Well, she is a god, but not a very powerful god. I'm just one among countless gods. There are many more here just like me. That's it. Because Princess Inara is scolding me. I love this song. It's one of the few Touhou songs that I actually listened to before I got into Touhou. Through a Touhou animation, nonetheless. Fall Sign, Autumn Sky. Pretty easy. Also, I should stress out that the high-powered shot type also has extra explosions with the shots. So as you see, all my shots are hitting Minodiko, and they're exploding into large balls of energy. So any enemies that are close to Minodiko would get hit to it. It's basically splash damage. Marissa will adapt the splash damage system to her shot types in later games. Pretty much her shot types will incorporate nothing but splash damage, which, depending on who you are, may or may not like it.
Just more of the same after all, huh? Guess I can't expect much, does I?
Also, another difference, the stage automatically goes into the next one. The Great Yokai Force. Here we're gonna meet a very fan-favorite character, and a character who's also on the thumbnail for today's part. Hina! This is Hina. She is a god of misfortune. Specifically, her ability is that she can store and stockpile misfortune. And she's also spinning. Speed! Constantly spinning and doing nothing but spinning. Her ability to stockpile misfortune is specifically so that she protects... Oh, wow. I actually died there. I need to restart. So this is the thing about Touhou games. If I die, I have to automatically restart because that's essentially a dead playthrough. Especially on Stage 1 or Stage 2. All my test playthroughs with this game have proven that if I can't get through at the very least Stage 3 without losing a life, then I gotta restart. Because despite the fact that a lot of people say that Touhou 10 is the easiest game to get into, and it is probably the most beginner-friendly, I would disagree. Mostly due to the fact that the game's patterns and spell cards are incredibly obtuse and difficult. The reason why people say this game is easy compared to others is simply due to the fact that the bomb system exists in this game the way it does. So the bomb system, as you probably noticed, there are no bombs on the right side of the screen. There's only player and power. Bombs consume power in this game. There is no bombs that you can collect. It is all power-based. Every time you use a bomb, it uses up 1.00 of your innate power. So what they did is they made each shot type in this game have a total of 0.5 power. But the thing is, you already get the maximum power of your shot type at 4%. So the extra 5 is literally just there for a bomb. So what you need to do in this game is you need to use a bomb when you feel like you're going to get hit or die. And then you need to quickly pick up as many power items as you can to regain that power. It's kind of obtuse. I personally kind of enjoy it. There's a part of me that enjoys the system because it's different and it allows me to use bombs without having to worry about losing bombs, because if you die, then you only get like 3 points of power. So it's in that essence, it's no different than how the bombs worked in previous games. But I also don't like the fact that they changed the bomb animations. No longer does Marissa have the Master Spark, or Reimu has the giant balls that head towards the enemies. No, they just summon a giant energy wave. And that's it. No matter what shot type you are, the bomb is still the same. Thankfully in Touhou 11 they change it up a bit, but I'm personally not a big fan of the animations. But yeah, the trick of the game is to just spam your bombs, get through a stage, and collect more power, and that's basically Touhou 10 easy mode for most people's opinion. That is why people consider this game to be super easy. I personally think this game is difficult, but not the most difficult Touhou game. That goes to the next game, which I am really excited to play, as I say sarcastically. That and Touhou 12. Touhou 12 is also going to be an interesting experience. That those two games may require 2 playthroughs, maybe 2 sessions, maybe even 3, especially with Touhou 12. Touhou 12 is a monster. Hey, mister, do you want Spirit Fumo? Oh my gosh, a Spirit Fumo would be amazing. There's a, it's not an actual Fumo, but there is a Marissa Fumo on Amazon that I found a while back, and I've been thinking of getting it. It's not official, of course, but it basically is the exact same as an actual Fumo. And, yeah. If I can get it, that'll be awesome. I'm wondering if there's a content creator or an Etsy creator out there who does, like, customizable Fumos. Because I would totally get those, too. I would totally want a Spirit Fumo or a Scar Fumo. Alright, that's basically what the bomb looks like. It's a huge wave. Another thing about bombs is if you use them during a non-spell / enemy wave, you will accumulate faith with every bullet that is in the vicinity of the bomb. Like, for instance, yeah, I'm gaining faith from the bullets as well as the enemies. So a good strategy to do is to use your bomb when there are a bunch of bullets on the screen to accumulate more faith in order to get more lives. It's an interesting system, and honestly, I really do like the faith system. It's just the spell cards are difficult, okay? I can say a lot of praise for Touhou 10, but the fact of the matter is the game itself is more difficult than more people give it credit for. Anyways, we're nearing the end of the state, and we got our first life. Awesome. Usually I get it during the boss fight, so that's pretty lucky.
If I have to keep fighting like this, I'll never make it to the mountain. I can recite all the digits of pi before I get there.
Hold on a second, Marissa. If you do that, you're gonna kill a god. With the level infinity flare.
Oh, are you still here? How I like a drink. Alcoholic, of course, after the light skirmish involving Don Maku exchanges.
Is that some sort of spell? I like how, despite the fact that she's still having dialogue, Hina's sprite is still spinning in play. She's spinning!
Ah, a new face. Who are you, Daze?
Nagashi Bina of the Hidden Gods, Hina Kageyama. Yeah, she is I believe a cursed doll who came to life and attained godhood. And an interesting thing about Hina is she loves humanity. She loves humans. And the reason why she gathers faith from humans is to ensure that their misfortune wouldn't perpetuate. So she is basically self-sacrificial in a way. She gathers the misfortune and bad luck of people and then secludes herself in order to ensure that humanity won't suffer through this bad luck. There's a lot of like fan work and songs that portray Hina as this like sympathetic figure. One of my favorites is Hatsunetsu Miko, but then again, they're also my favorite band, so...
I'm sure we met before, but I'm just here to gather misfortune now. I like how my voice changed in that mid-sentence. Better keep my fingers crossed, then. It's because I cross my fingers for you that humans can live in peace. The mountain is no place for mortals. Oh, but it's just starting to get good. Oh, what a great view. Stay out of my way, Daze.
Oh my gosh, there's the Hina face!
Every disaster will befall you. I can't let you pass, even to protect humans.
Yeah, so she's basically fighting us to keep us safe. Because the mountain is, in fact, pretty dangerous. We're gonna use a bomb here because I never like that spell card. I always feel like I'm gonna get hit. Flawed Sign, Broken Amulet. Most of her spells incorporate the Ofudas that Reimo usually uses in her spells, which are Lucky Charm, Talisman Charms, usually to give good luck or remove bad luck. So it very much fits Hina's character to use them. A lot of tight space attacks that she has. The problem with the Ofudas is the red and blue ones sometimes mix with the point items, so I get scared sometimes. Evil Sign, Misfortune Wheel, where she speeds! Just speeds all over the place. It's usually advantageous to stay at the bottom of the screen whenever you're dealing with Hina. Wound Sign, Pain Flow. I like this spell because it starts off really, really easy, But just like bad luck, it perpetuates and it continues and it gets worse and worse and worse until you can't get out of it. Almost there, almost there. There we go. Oof.
After the light skirmish involving Danmaku exchanges, what comes after this again? Does it?
I don't understand what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. Wanting to go to the mountain. Are you really human?
How I'd like a drink. Well, anyway, only humans would memorize pi. Therefore, I'm human.
Congratulations, Marissa. The classic, the Gensokyo, the Gods Love Song. This was used for the opening, or specifically a remix of this, was used as the opening for the Touhou fan-made anime, Memories of Phantasm. I still need to watch that in full. I watched the first couple of episodes all the way back in the day, and I have problems with it, but it's still something that is Touhou related, and I want to experience it. Anyways, this is usually the stage where I start bomb spamming really difficult patterns to gather more faith. This gets really difficult sometimes. And this is also where the whole Marissa trace shot really shines, because you can have your familiars trace around and shoot these enemies before they even get to their location. Really, really handy. Alright, we'll use a bomb right here. Right there. Nice. That's a lot of faith that we accumulated.
Ah, human!
Oh, she ran away. That is our next boss, Nitori Kawashiro, I believe. I think that's her last name. She is a kappa, optical camouflage, who also has optical camouflage and warfare weapons. A lot of people like to make memes of her being the Solid Snake of the series, and considering she has a ability in the fighting games that's basically Solid Snake's Final Smash, it shows. But she's a kappa.
Oh, my optical camouflage suit broke.
You mean I broke it? Who are you?
You're a human, but you picked me out pretty well from the camo.
You were hidden at all. You really stood out.
See you, human. By the way, it's dangerous if you go any further. Take this.
She gave us a life.
Listen when people are talking to you.
We use our bomb there, and we got an extension due to our massive amounts of faith. We believe in God, and so we have a second life. We may need to use our bomb here as well. I never like this section because there's just way too many bullets. Then again, simple misdirection works here. No, 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 no. There we go. Should end soon. Nope. Bomb. More and more faith. Great song. I really like how Nitori's design... She has like a green cap on with a key that's tied to the laces of her backpack. It shows that she's like a adventurous engineer, and that's pretty much what she is.
Oh, it's that human from before. Didn't I tell you not to go any deeper?
Jeez.
Are you all yokai in the mountain? Are all the yokai in the mountain like you? Sorry about that. I've just been so
You know what? She's blue hair. I might as well do a Sonic voice. And the Sonic voice that I used today for the Samurai Warrior stream.
Sorry about that. It's just been so long since I've actually seen a human. What? I just wanted to give my new optical camouflage suit a test run. You wanted to make me a test subject. What an honor. Please perform your experiments on me. I am delicious. Well, anyway, the mountain's getting dangerous from here in, so I thought I'd chase you away. Let me tell you straight up, turn back now.
Super Yokai Warhead. I love that title. Also, Candid Friend. It's third best song in the game. Third best song. Not the best one, but the third best one. There are great music in this game.
Saying that just to make me want to go, just makes me want to go in all the more, does it? Doesn't a big keep out sign just make you want to see what's behind it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't, so just go home. What? Seems like everyone's just trying to chase me away. If that's how it is, I'll keep going as far as I can, does it?
We have to fight the giant nuclear warhead. Or just the cute tiny warhead. Uh-oh. Yeah, so Nitori's non-spells can trap you very easily. Ooze flooding. This one is pretty simple. Just find the opening in the lanes that are going left to right, and then slowly misdirect the circles that are aiming towards you. And Nitori will go down in no time. She usually follows you as well. Alright, these ones are gonna get tighter and tighter. Water sign, Kappa's Pororoka. I usually bomb this one. This one is nasty. This is the introduction of glowy bullets, so glowy bullets are really difficult to see. And yeah, I never like dealing with glowy bullets. Monster Cucumber! I love the name of this spell, especially in hard and lunatic mode, because it has a different name in those modes. In that one, it's called Extending Arm, which is literally like extending arm, but they add like 5 extra A's on the arm. There we go. Oh, we also got to hear the best part of Nitori's theme, which is the end.
Strong. To think I'd lose to someone like you. Whoa. Now, up the mountain I go. You're an energetic human. Kappa and humans have been sworn friends since ancient times, so let me tell you something. For the loser to claim to be a sworn friend is a little strange, does it? Recently, a threatening god has taken up residence at the top of the mountain. Thanks to that, us Kappa and Tengu have been bothered.
What are you saying? You want me to go and solve it, does it?
I said too much, don't worry about it.
Also, I should stress, Nitori's ability is the ability to manipulate water. Doesn't really come up all that much besides her spell cards. She's mostly an engineer, so she rarely uses her ability. Alright, stage 4. So I have 5 lives. 3 bombs, technically. This is the part of the game where I start to lose my shit. So, stage 4 is infamous in this game for being so filled with enemies and bullets and walls that you just need to get through. I am mostly gonna bomb 5 attacks in this stage, hopefully. I'm gonna at the very least bomb the mid-boss, but yeah, this is the part of the game where bombing is necessary for me and for my strategy. It sucks too, because despite the fact that this theme is like the most calming theme, and it's honestly, this would probably take 3rd place. Nitori's theme is probably 4th place. But like, this theme is so calming and relaxing, and I love it. But like, man, this stage is so unforgiving. And I hate it. I really, really hate it. I hate it. Gotta misdirect this. Woo! That was a close one. I've heard a lot of remixes of this song, but my personal favorite is Soundholic did a remix of this using 709 Sec, which is one of my favorite male vocalists for Touhou. He did a cover of this song, and it is absolutely wonderful. There are 2 versions of it, one of which you can't find on YouTube anymore, and the second version is sort of, kind of, a little meh. Anyways, this is Momiji. She is a meme. She is a character that even non-Touhou fans know. She's basically, if you've ever seen a white-haired cute wolf with a red and black outfit, it's probably Momiji. The fact that she is a mid-boss with no dialogue and no character whatsoever, and the fact that she became super popular through memes is kind of surprising. Crows! Yeah, another enemy in this game. Crows. This game incorporates a lot of weird stuff. Alright, I'm at 1 power. Thankfully, I accumulated enough from that bomb. I'm gonna have to, stream this. Because this is meh. Oh. Okay, there's another Starman who's gonna show up right here. I'm gonna bomb this guy. I can't bomb until I get that power right there. Use a bomb! Da da da. Please help me now. I don't want to die from these stars that hit me. I don't have a bomb. I don't have a bomb. I have to survive. I have to survive. It's calming music. It's inspiring me. I was fueled with determination for that. Okay, 6 lives, no deaths. This is actually the best This is the best results I've gotten so far from all of my test playthroughs. Because usually I lose a life before Aya. Anyways, this is Aya. You remember Aya from Touhou 9? Well, she's returned as an actual boss in a Danmaku game. That is not a 2-player game, so Zune thought it was a good idea to incorporate her with actual patterns and mechanics, and honestly, it makes sense. We are climbing up Yokai Mountain, which is the home of the Tengu, so of course, the Tengu that we know in the series would be the one to try to stop us. She has a bit of a redesign as well. I like her. Also, she says, "Aya." Classic Aya.
I came to check on that intruder report, but I never thought it'd be you.
Tengu closest to the village, Aya Shamemaru. I think I gave her a newscaster voice in 9, but I don't remember.
Oh hey, it's the Tengu from back then. Perfect timing. Won't you show me the way in, Daze? Too bad for you, I came to chase the intruder away. I wonder where you wanted me to take you anyway. You heard about that strange god that came to live on top of the mountain, right? I'm the hero that's come to beat her. I'm the hero. I'm the coolest. Going forth with a bang.
She really would be Shadow the Hedgehog. I have made that meme before. Actually.
Gee, I wonder who you heard that from. I wonder. I already forgot who it was.
Oh, Marissa.
Anyway, I want to go see that god.
I'd love to let you have your way. Yokai Mountain, Mysterious Mountain. She even has a new theme song, too. Which is used as the battle theme for some Pokemon Touhoumon mods that I played back in the day.
But there's no way I can let you through. The Tengu patrollers won't stand for it if I let you through that easily. Why not? It'll be fine. Those Tengu won't bother me. Does it?
I have orders from the boss not to let you pass. Belonging to a group means that sometimes you don't get to have your way. Alright, protagonist versus protagonist, let's go. This is a usual for a stage 4. Now, I'll go easy on you, so come at me with all you got. Oh, I skipped the line for Marissa, dang it. Alright, so this battle is kind of cheap. A lot of really tight bullet patterns. I want to try to preserve the small amount of power that I have still. Problem is, she's not taking much damage because I'm at 1 point of power. Get it! Crossroad sign, Crossroad of Heavens. This one is nasty. It's random. It's random bullets that fall around you. I don't like it. I have to bomb and I'm out of power. I'm at 0 power. This is not good. I basically have to watch myself here. This battle makes me want to go ay. Aya, please, can you let me just hit you? Thank you, Aya. Aya! 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 Wind God's Leaf Vealing. This one is also weird. First crossy pattern, sometimes you can get through it, sometimes you can't, like that. It's my first life. And unfortunately, when you lose a life, it lowers your faith. So, meh. Okay. Another non-spell. This one is faster.
The spell is an IAAS spell.
Would you like a dispel? Taking
No,
fantasy
like
by
despair.
storm. Shut up. This is a survival spell. Have to last for a couple of seconds. I usually stay at the bottom left of the screen, then I bomb when I feel like I'm about to get hit. Like right now. I can survive. We survive! But yeah, she has the ability to manipulate wind, so she goes extremely fast. Mountain God's Procession. I hate this one. I'm just gonna bomb anyways. You have to do, like, precise micro-dodging, and I hate micro-dodging. Come on, beat her! There we go! We did it! 1 death on Aya. Not bad, not bad. I don't have to fight seriously that much, but you were stronger than I expected. That's actually fair, considering she was the protagonist of her own spin-off games, so she is genuinely powerful. She could potentially be a final boss.
At this rate, maybe you could even beat that pain of a god. I'll take care of her for you. But what is that god doing that's gotten all you Tengu and Kappa to hate her so much?
Kappa? You heard it from a Kappa, didn't you? Oops. To put it simply, she acts like the mountain is hers, which is a pain to those of us who've been here all this time.
What are you talking about? Aren't you Tengus the ones who just decided this mountain was theirs? Humans don't go near the mountain thanks to you.
Even so, can't the newcomer at least show us some respect?
Yeah, maybe. Well, whatever.
Now, that's a lot of, ends to sentences.
Time to take me to where she is.
And that she did. We are now the primal scene for the Japanese girl Saw. This is the Moria Shrine. This is the new shrine that's taken residence on the top of Yokai Mountain, and the one that basically threatened Reimu in the prologue. It's a Moria Shrine conspiracy! Yeah, if you've heard that meme before, then this is where it came from. Don't worry, that meme will make sense in all due time. Anyways, this is around the point where I try to accumulate as much power as possible, because I am at 0 power and I need more power. I need more power! Especially since there's a lot of aim bullets all over the place. This stage is all about streaming the bullets, making sure you don't get hit by them. I'm not going to bomb these specifically because I do need more of my power for the next phase. Oh, no, I'm going to bomb. Never mind. I kind of had no choice there.
Sane Kochiya!
This is my second favorite character in the entire series. Sane Kochiya is a human who came from the real world. She was basically isekai'd here by the gods, brought here on a holy mission to bring religion to Gensokyo. She is a NEET. No, actually, no, I don't think she's a NEET. She's an otaku. No, she's Japanese. What's the term for a person who's really into anime and manga, who's also Japanese? I guess just a nerd. She's a massive nerd. She's into anime, she's into manga, and she's into mecha anime specifically, which we will find out in a later spin-off. But yeah, Sane came from the real world, and she is a human/living god who has the power to produce miracles. Miracles in the sense that she can produce something little like rain or changing the weather, but it's power nonetheless. She gained this power through constant faith that people had in her family, and thus became the very living god that she is an ancestor to, or is a descendant towards, because she's a descendant of actual gods. She's, again, one of my favorite characters. she's lovable, she's funny, she's an absolute dork, and I love her. Plus, she has green hair. She's green hair, white and blue with her outfit. She's basically just spirit.
What's the meaning of you storming into my shrine like this? A shrine? On top of the mountain? Well, I guess it's got that atmosphere.
This is the Moria Shrine, a long-forgotten shrine of the past. She also has a frog and snake motif, which is fitting for the gods that she worships. It was moved into Gensokyo from the outside world together with the lake.
Who are you? Wait, are you a shrine maiden?
Deified human of the wind, Sane Kochiya.
I'm Sane, a wind priest, descendant of a long-forgotten line of gods incarnate in the outside world.
Well, I guess you could call me something like a shrine maiden. So, not a shrine maiden. Okay. This is basically Reimu 2. This is like Reimu's new rival for the game.
Oh, so Shrine Maiden is actually the name of a job. I almost thought it meant Reimu.
Oh, Marissa. So then, who are you? You don't look like a pilgrim to the shrine.
I'm the magician, Marissa. I'm the hero at the foot of the mountain come to beat up the evil god, does it? We also take care of Kappa and Tengu. We're an anything-goes kind of shop.
Oh boy, faith is for the transient people. This is my absolute favorite song in the entire game. Sane's theme, originally I didn't like it because I felt it was kind of slow. And then a couple years later I was like, this is the best theme in Touhou. Like, I would probably put it in my top 10 for best Touhou themes. It's
I am
fun.
back.
Hey, it's fun, it's melodic. It also has that sense of sorrowfulness. It kind of feels like it's Sane's dream to be here. But at the same time, the fact that she was isekai'd and left her world, there's a bit that she lost. There's a bit of her humanity that she lost. Also the fact that she'll never be able to watch Dragon Ball ever again. But I still think it's fun. Also, did you hear me explain this character?
No, I did not.
Oh, well, this character came from the outside world, and she's really into anime, manga, and Gundam, so...
Okay.
She's my favorite.
There sure are strange people at the foot of the mountain. So are you going to punish me as well? I sure am. You look like an evil god to me. Well, that's okay. Why don't I do the punishing instead? What are you talking about? I'm punishing you. Who are you going to punish?
Obvious, Marissa.
Why, you, of course. I'll punish you with the power of a living god. With the divine power to cause miracles.
Creating miracles is her ability. She is a god who was deified as a human. Or she was a human who became a god. Basically a living god.
Gotcha. Okay.
Alright, Miracle, daytime guest stars. Most of her spells are associated with miracles that happen in real life. This one is completely static, except for the glowy bullets that are aimed towards you. I don't like it. There's a lot of spells in this game that I just do not like. Alright, this is just like Sakuya. You gotta go into the patterns. Pretty easy. Sea opening, the day the sea split. She's channeling Moses. This is a weird spell card. Basically, you want to go into the open tides and... Oh, damn it. I usually do this one perfectly. Basically, you want to go into the open tides and try to misdirect these giant red knives that are aiming towards you. So you got to do, like, pretty fast movements. The problem is the tide can hurt you, so you got to be very careful. And this is just the same as last time, but a little more tense and dense. Preparation, star ritual to call the godly winds. This one is a little nasty. I think I erased some of the red bullets, though, with my bomb, but I'm gonna bomb again anyways. I need to start bombing a lot because we're nearing the end. Miracle, God's Wind. This one is a little weird. These balls are aimed towards your position, and then you have to go into these snake-like formations to dodge everything. Sometimes you may get an unfortunate roll on the RNG with the aimed bullets, like that. Sometimes it closes the gap. Also, I love this part of the song. It's great.
You're strong. Your anything goes shop act really threw me. Are you really some sort of hero? I told you, we're an anything goes shop. The Tengo and the Kappa were getting sick of you. All I wanted was for people to revere this mountain in the name of Lady Asuka, the goddess of the mountain. I thought that humans and yokai that lived here would like that. They don't. So go on, take me to the last boss. Does it? Do you mean to meet with Lady Asuka? You got to scold a god when they act up.
Damn, spoken like a true godslayer, Mersa. 4 lives, 1 power. I don't like our odds right now. But I'm not gonna call this a dead game just yet. We're gonna try. But yeah, this is a nasty stage 6. The final boss of this game is really, really difficult compared to other games. I'm gonna bomb this, cause yeah. That's a whole lot of nope there, buddy. We are all the way at the top of Yokai Mountain, though, so we scaled a significant distance upward. I'm hoping that bomb can hit the ferry. Come on, ferry! We got an extra life! Awesome! Come on, if I can dodge all this, I'll be fine. Yeah! 4 power. Nice. Basically max power. And this is the lake that Sane was mentioning, including a bunch of Onibashima. I think that's what they're called.
Who'd have thought there'd be such a huge lake on top of the mountain? Come on out, you oblivious god.
Oh my gosh, she's big! This is Kaneko. Kaneko Yashika. I love the purple hair, but I don't like the artwork that Tsune did for this game. Who is it that calls for me? But she is a beautiful character. Damn it, I skipped the line.
I came to punish you. Because I'm the coolest.
How interesting. Gensokyo's humans sure are peculiar. She has like a mirror on her chest, and she has that like heavenly rope that's wrapped around her.
So, you see, if you don't try hard to get along with Tengu and Kappa, the humans are gonna be bad. Somebody'll get in trouble for sure.
The mountain itself is me. The mountain is the object of worship of me. After all, this is the only such magnificent mountain in all of Gensokyo. I can't help it if those who live here don't have faith in me.
Oh, thinking about leaving Gensokyo?
The avatar of mountains and lakes, Kaneko Yasaka. This is the second best theme in the game. A god must eliminate all who oppose their struggle for faith, one by one.
Why are you so worried about faith all the time?
Marissa, do you not know the logistics of gods and demons? They need faith to live, otherwise they disappear.
Gods don't... Gensokyo doesn't need any more gods.
Were Gensokyo to completely lose its faith, surely it would be thrown into chaos. The faithless can never understand its meaning of faith.
I go to a shrine every day, you know.
Yeah, bad shrine. A shrine that loses its faith is nothing but a simple shack. Now you, who goes to such a shack every day, experience this once the raging soul of a god. The song is so powerful, I love it. Alright, Kaneko. The final boss, she is nasty. This battle is going to require tons of bombing and precise movement. Die, will you? Divine Festival, Expanded Onibashira. You want to go towards the Onibashira and then towards the center. I went into the Onibashira, not towards the Onibashira. Basically, you want to misdirect the Ofudas. I did it pretty poorly here, sadly, but yeah. Basically like this. Sadly, you may get walled, so bomb if you need to. This spell, I don't know how to do. This spell is impossible. There is a way to get through it, but it always aims towards me. God's Rice Porridge. The bullets in this are glitched. You see how big they are at first? They keep the hitbox. They are as big as they naturally are, even when they grow smaller. It is unfair. Non-spell is fine. This one is slightly bombable if you need to. Yep, like right now. Mishiyama hunting shrine ritual. This one is nasty. I just bomb it because the knives aim at your position, but they always spread at the end as well, so it gets really difficult to try to dodge them. In fact, I had to bomb that twice. This is where it gets interesting. She pulls a Remilia, where she has a non-spell where she has 3 phases of bullets, and then in between those phases, she becomes intangible and unable to be hit. So you gotta constantly dodge the bullets. Some of them are aimed, some of them are like this, where it's random. And then you only have like 5 seconds to hit her. Just gotta play the long game here. Don't use a bomb if you don't need to. Just tap and try to misdirect if you can. This is such an intense boss. I had to play this multiple times on my test playthroughs. Kaneko is really nasty. I may not be able to actually defeat this. I think I might just have to time this one out. Yeah, I'm not doing any damage to her, sadly. She keeps going tangible when I'm not around her. If I can just aim the position of these things away from her, and then when she becomes tangible, I am below her, that should work. Come on, come on! No, we're gonna have to do it one more time. Or we time it out. Come on. I want to get her. I want to get her. I want to get her! Okay, we got her! We actually got her. Miracle of Tensui. Rice bullets are aimed You gotta misdirect them. Sadly, I don't like this, so I'm gonna bomb it. Didn't really work. We're gonna lose a life. Yep, we lost a life. I tried. Okay. This one is also... Mountain of Faith, we did it. Final spell. Alright. This one requires precise dodging. I am going to bomb if I feel like I'm going to get hit. Our bomb becomes super small and it can't hurt her. And she has bomb invincibility. This is it. This is the final spell, and this is the one that I game over to all the time. This is insane and nasty. This is the reason why I can never once see this game, and I only did it once. Yeah, this is where you have to use your bombs to protect yourself. I am probably not going to win this because I messed up. I should have used my bombs with that last life. I got hit. I only have 1 life left. And I'm not doing enough damage to her. Nope. Okay. Damn it. Collect those. Nope. Gotta do this. Nope. I'm out of bombs. I'm out of lives. I'm out of everything. Come on. Oh, we did it. It was a miracle. Sane produced a miracle for us. She did it. And you know who else is gonna produce a fucking miracle? It's gotta be Chopper. Yes, that's right. He's back. Chopper's producing a miracle to make it so we won't see the ending because we can't show the ending. Oh man, I'm so happy. I defeated that with no lives and no bombs. The hardest Touhou game yet. Ooh. Yokai Mountain. The strongest of the yokai, like Kappa and Tengu, live here. The yokai of the mountain don't attack humans, but they don't take kindly to any intruders either. Yet encouraged by her success, Marissa kept going back. There's Nitori. I think she's telling Marissa to keep out. Nitori has the sonic voice, Marissa has the Marissa voice. I told you! Actually, you know what? Probably not a good idea because they both sound the same. I'm gonna give Nitori the liquid snake voice. I told you! Humans aren't allowed to go further.
Oh, it's okay, isn't it? You let me go in that one time.
Let you? Don't you mean you forced your way in?
You must have known I was trying to go against a god.
You'd need a reason like that to get up the mountain. But you got that one from me for free last time.
Well, see? It's the same this time, so...
But there's no reason to fight her now. And then it's a picture of Nitori pointing at a word bubble of the mountain god giving wine and a feast. I think that's Minoriko in the corner.
But I didn't totally beat her, you know?
You don't need to fight Lady Yashaka anymore. Or Yasaka. It's an S, not an SH. She reached an understanding with us. We managed to get Fox Die from her, that's all we needed.
Huh?
Lady Yasaka didn't come here to hurt us. In fact, we're a lot better off now that she's here.
What?
What?
She didn't... Did she take over already?
The mountain used to belong to the Kishin, but they disappeared, and their faith went too, which were the Oni. So the world became a lot less interesting. War has changed now. That's why we welcome this new god. Isn't it fun to party with gods every day?
Parties? Isn't that what faith is all about, does it?
Faith is intimacy.
There's another party today.
The mountain yokai get along well with their new god. Marissa felt out of the equation, which made her a bit lonely. At least she can hang out with her girlfriend. However, beneath the mountain, the relationship between humans and yokai was as surprisingly good as always. Perhaps this means the humans had some faith in the yokai. Marissa returned to the shrine and the yokai partied. Ending number 4! The mountain yokai just do what they do. Good ending! Congratulations, all clear just as expected. Keikakudori. Thank you, Chopper. Thank you very much. I've never seen this ending. I've only seen it once, and I skipped it. This is new to me. Also this song. Touhou Fujinroku, Mountain of Faith. So another interesting thing about Kaneko's theme is that leitmotif that you just heard is not only incorporated in the staff roll theme, but it's also used for the game over theme after this point. The game over theme will basically be Kaneko's leitmotif. I don't know why. It makes sense for Touhou 10 to 13 specifically because of what's going to happen in the later games. But in terms of stuff after that, I'm not sure. But we did it! Special thanks to me. Is it going to be Ant and Fang and Dada again? Kisan! It's Zun's wife, or I guess at this point, Zun's girlfriend. Oh, Ant and Dada aren't here anymore. We lost Ant and Fang. No! Ant, they squished you. Fang, you fulfilled your focus. Thank you for playing. Next stream. I love this, by the way. The legal drinking age is 20 in Japan, so let's follow the rules, drink responsibly, and enjoy deliciously. Thank you, Zune. Thank you. Unfortunately, I don't drink, so I could drink some water for you. Wow, I got a really poor score, actually. 5th place? Apparently, I got to stage 6, died there, but I still managed to get a better score in that run than I did in this one, which was a clear. Fascinating. Well, either way, no drink. I'll leave no drink there. Awesome. Yep. And with that, that's Touhou Mountain of Faith. Now, I could go through the game again as Reimu, because honestly, I didn't expect to finish it this quickly. I could do something actually real quick. 1 second. Window capture. Yes. No, I don't want to capture that window. I want to capture Firefox specifically. There we go. Let's do what I used to do for Touhoustreams and show off anime/fan-made things at the end of every playthrough. So I remember watching this a while back. This is the Touhou Mountain of Faith anime opening that a fan made, and I really like this. This is really cool, and it uses Nitori's theme for it. So let's give it a little watch. Just want to see if it's capturing it. Yeah, okay. Low quality though, because this was made like long ago. We'll see how long it's been since this was made after the video. There's the Aki sisters. Speed. There's Hina. There's our residential Solid Snake. I like how Momiji got a cameo, but it was only a very small cameo. Sunny. Really good animation. I'm always impressed by what Touhou fans can create. It is always so impressive. We even get like a little battle sequence too. Wait a minute, that's not canon. We didn't use Reimu. Parting the sea. Okay, this one's canon to our playthrough. That's kinda how I legit felt fighting Aya. That little frog hat will be important for later. Oh no, Aki! At least she's okay. Yeah, just absolutely impressive. And the fact that unpaid fans made this is just so cool. And there's more like that too. There's way more like that. This was, wow, 14 years ago. This was such a long time. Yeah, that just goes to show you how long it's been since Touhou fans have created stuff. All right, I actually mentioned this earlier, but Touhou Memories of Phantasm opening. I mentioned that the song for Stage 3, Nitori's stage theme, was remixed for the Memories of Phantasm fan-made anime. So let's watch that. 14 years ago as well. Wow, this is a very long time. There's also a lot of openings for Memories of Phantasm. One of these days, I will watch that. Maybe for a live stream or something. This was, I believe, one of the first things I watched after Bad Apple. Another piece of Touhou history that got me into the franchise. And this one in itself is so well animated. It looks like an actual studio created it, which an actual studio did. A studio made of animators who were working on their own salary, but still. It's a little old, of course, and the quality is a little low, but like, look at the animation, it's so stunning. And the characters look so adorable. I think this is based off of Touhou 6's events, so yeah, we have the Scarlet Devil Mansion characters showing. Which is a little strange because we're using a Touhou 10 theme for Scarlet Weather, or not Scarlet Weather, embodiment of Scarlet Devil. Also, Marissa is a total mood in this opening. She's so sassy, and I love how snarky she just looks. This is my Marissa. Classic Sakuya versus Reimu battle. And a Master Spec. And a little bit of a flash of Yukari. I don't like what they did with Yukari in this series, but I still think that animation is really cool. Now, we could watch the other openings, but I think I'll wait until we get to those specific games. Actually, you know what? We played Touhou 9, so I might as well show off the Touhou 9 opening. Including the Touhou 8. You know what? Let's show off most of the endings, or openings specifically. This one is for Touhou 11, this one is for Touhou 9, this one is for 8, and I think that's it, actually, yeah. Alright, we'll start with Touhou 8. I don't remember if I actually showed this off before, but, like, yeah, this one is better quality because this was released way after the first one. We have Kaguya and Eren looking absolutely beautiful. The use of the 60 frame per second animation is really good too. The imperishable night. Yukari, do you just always have to float around and look sinister? Okay. It's great to see characters that I really like fully animated like this. Like Wriggle. They all look so good. There's my team right there. Marissa and Alice. Malice. The classic. Of course, Ran and Chen make a little cameo, which I think is nice. I like the fact that they made Eren the big bad in this opening, the one they actually had to fight, because Kaguya kind of feels like an afterthought for the battles. At least, thematic-wise. The sassy look she gives Moku is great. And finally, the Touhou 9 opening, which I think is really good too. I probably should have showed this off when we actually finished Touhou 9, but I think we were doing a pretty late stream at that time, so... We have Komachi! Yeah, they show all the characters from 9, including Marissa picking up a bunch of shrooms. She's shrooming. Yeah, it's official. I think I'm gonna watch this at some point soon. Maybe in a week from now, I'll probably do a live stream of me going through all the Memories of Phantasm episodes. And Druid, I'm bringing you with me. I like the representation of the purple cherry blossom trees. They're not necessarily red or pink. That's an interesting color to give to them. Also just helps that these songs are an absolute banger. Oh, there's Kaneko for some reason. I forgot that they add her into the opening, despite the fact that she's not in Touhou 9, she's Touhou 10 specifically. Boops! Yeah, I've stated this before, but Komachi is, in the fandom, is mostly known for having a big rack. And Ikishiki is usually jealous, that's the fandom interpretation. Phoenix! Oh no, the Phoenix Force is released! Ah, Kane. You're such an underrated character. I wish they actually did more with you. Yeah, this opening is pretty much just like seeing the characters do random shit, like Cherno freezing a bunch of frogs, and a frog-looking character eating her. That we'll see later on. This is just like a feel-good opening. I personally like it, and it fits with the mood of Touhou 9, where it's just an adventure for all the characters to go through. They're trying to solve the flower incident. Nothing is necessarily going wrong, it's just a bunch of flowers all over the place. And Yuka! Great to see Yuka again. And medicine. You know, after playing the Touhou mobile game, Touhou Lost World, I gained a massive respect for medicine. Especially since she's currently my best unit, and the best for grinding purposes. Great opening. Great opening. But yeah, there's opening 2, which I will show off eventually, but not now, considering we need to get through Touhou 11 in order to get context for that. In any case, let's continue where we left off. So, we completed the main campaign for Touhou 10. I think the only thing left to do now is either go through the same game with Reimu, or try the extra stage. Here's the thing. I didn't practice the extra stage. I usually try to before I play them, but I didn't. And from what I remember, this stage is apparently easy. Easier than any extra stage. And hey, I defeated Yukari. I defeated Ran and Yukari, which is a huge achievement for me. So if I could do those two, maybe I could complete this one. Probably not on my first attempt, but we'll see. So the extra stage. Oh, you want to play? Oh, you're approaching me? You're pretty curious, aren't you? Indeed I am. And of course, we only have access to Marissa, because she's the only one I have completed the game with, on the high power type. So, let's go. Also, apparently I've been pinged. Oh, it's a ping for, something else.
Nuggies! Chicken nuggies!
Sorry, just me being random. Alright. I don't remember much about this stage. I only remember one thing from the mid-boss. I know some of the boss's patterns, but I don't remember how to do them. So, we'll just see how this goes. Great song, though. Native... No. Tomorrow will be special. Yesterday was not. Great, great song. It's phenomenal. Oh, okay. So we circle around that. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, so the trick to that is just circling around. Got it. And thankfully, because we have this Marissa... Oh, I just realized we also have full power, or at the very least 4 power. Interesting. The game starts us out like that. Oh, gosh. Oh, no! Bubble bullets! I want to retry that. I believe Marissa has a harder time for this stage, because homing really does help here. Especially judging by, you know, these enemies, and how you have to circle around them. Or not. Oh, no, you do. Okay. I was too close there. Yeah, despite the fact that I do kill them off screen, they still spawn bullets. Ooh, that was a close one. Nice. Nope, gotta go through. Nope, okay. So, bombing there is kind of mandatory for now. That is really, really difficult to get through. Wow. Okay, same, second verse, same as the first. Oh, but more enemies spawn for these green bullets. Okay, this is pretty, it's pretty big. That's what Marissa said. She is delicious. Oh, right, this is circling around. I remember this part. Okay. I did not mean to run into that enemy. What an interesting stage. This requires me to be, like, on my toes really, really fast all over the place. What a fascinating extra stage. This is way different than something like Touhou 7. Where it ultimately required precise movement and precise dodging of certain patterns. This one is like, you have to circle around shit. And dodge, aim shit towards you. Oh, wait, actually, yeah, I can just, misdirect, or it's streaming. It's streaming. It's literally just streaming. Until I get to the wall. Okay. I think I get that now. So before that starts, I have to head all the way to the left part of the screen, and then stream it. I have to stream it for its entirety. Maybe I'll have to, loop the stream, which is kind of, I never really like looping, a streamable pattern. Usually, because... Oh, damn it, I did it. I did it again. Okay, well. Tiny taps, 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 tiny taps. There we go, we got through it. Didn't require all that much streaming, thankfully. Fuck that. Fuck that noise. We actually did defeat him, but like, nah. Oh gosh. Those bubbles. Fucking boo-boos. Fucking boobles. Okay. Yep, just gotta make sure I don't run into the fairies. That's it. And they do go away. Thankfully they don't offer much. Kaneko!
Oh, do you mean to go further ahead? You may not. There rests my ever-sleeping friend.
The final boss is the extra stage mini-boss. Well then. Mini spell, mini spell. God sign, beautiful spring like Suiga. Okay, just like one of her non-spells from the final boss. This is straight up just like that, except instead of big green bullets, it's rice bullets. It's not that bad. Problem is I'm not doing much damage to her. Fuck. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep going. Ancient Fate linked by setters. Right, I remember this one. I remember this from a video. Gotta do squares. This is weird. This is really weird. No, I can't do that. It's so strange. How do I do that? No, screw that. I don't know how to do it. It's so creaky. Oniwatari that gods walk. What? Okay. How? How do I do that? I ran into that. I was like, oh no, what do I do? Interesting. Okay, so I got a feel for it. Somewhat of a feel. I don't really know what to do with that final spell from Kaneko, but I at the very least have a grasp on the first two spells. Even if I did die with both of them. It was mostly just because I was caught off guard. Can I still gather faith in life? I really hope so. I'm never gonna try with this. I'm just gonna stream it. There we go. Nice. I'm gonna have to bomb this at some point. There we go. Fuck. Hate when that happens. Oh, looks like I'm being called. I will be back. Alright, I am back. Apparently, my dog found an empty, at least some people were saying empty, can of Nutella, which has coca in it. I don't know if he ate some or licked some. No one is telling me how much was in the carton, but apparently they found him with it. And I am not happy about that. I hope that doesn't do anything to my poor little baby. But we'll just see what happens. Anyways, let's continue with the game. I'm gonna just, continue playing. They're looking after him, thankfully. So, let's hope that nothing bad happens. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to restart that because I was in the middle of bullet pattern. I was trying to go to the top of the screen for that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some research on if, oh gosh. There we go. I'm gonna do some research on if, faith and lives are a thing in this extra stage, because sometimes they're not. I'm not sure about this time. The only thing I can do there is bomb. I don't really know what to do. This is also going to require me looking up a lot of playthroughs of people going through the stages Marissa. I can already feel it. Okay. Oh, we're doing a counterclockwise this time. Okay. Oh, that was a close one. There we go. Alright, Kaneko. Your mid spell is sort of difficult. Is this random or is it static? I'm not sure, but it goes away pretty fast. Beautiful spring like Suiga. Basically, when there's an opening, I need to move out of the opening. That's kind of just how this works. Fuck! I moved too much. This one is difficult to predict. But, okay, well, I have to move right, not left, because that's just a death. Okay, yeah, this one is nasty. If I lose myself in that, it becomes the worst thing. Alright, let's try again. I'm gonna do a couple more attempts. Hopefully this will be enough to at the very least see the extra stage boss, because that's really what I want to try to do. I want to try to see the extra stage boss. Like what? Nope. That might be unfortunate. Ooh, okay, that was nasty. I just realized my stream is it wasn't showing it. My bad. My bad. I was still on the Be Right Back screen. My apologies. Oops. Okay. Honestly, didn't miss much. I was dying to Kaneko's spell a lot, and I died there. Okay, so don't go to the left. Got it. I was looking at my phone, and I was like, huh, I wonder why it's still on that screen. Oh, I'm an idiot. There we go. Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay. Yeah. Every time I try to stream that. Every time. Nice. Whoa, that guy was still shooting. That was a little crazy. Okay, nice. So that's how I do it, huh? Just have to do constant bob and weaves. That's really it? Okay. Well, at least I figured that out. No bombing. And max power, which means I can use an extra bomb if I need to. Like right now. That's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. Can you please just get out of the way? That enemy was staying for a very, very, very long time. There we go. Full power. Alright, this might not be so bad. Oh, am I kidding? This is Kaneko. Of course it's gonna be bad. Even if she's in mid-boss form. I like that! It always happens with Kaneko. What the fuck? I can't do this. This is just way too scary. I just have to, like, unfocus my eyes, apparently. That's apparently how I need to do that. Okay. This one. Ah, I went too far. I went too far. Alright, we're gonna try another attempt. I think if this doesn't work, we're probably gonna call it because, I don't know. I'm kinda just worried about my dog at the moment. Alright, they're gonna start right here. So I need to get to the bottom left of the screen as soon as possible. Nice. Yeah, honestly, this is way easier now that I Yeah, anyways, this is way easier now that I understand how it works. Ew, 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 that's a lot of trash. So this is pretty much just gonna be... I can't do it. Yeah. So this isn't static. It definitely isn't static, but it is very, very fast. And if I don't kill her fast, it just perpetuates. I need to just judge where I am. I need to unfocus my eyes and judge exactly where I am in context to these rice bullets. But sometimes it's really difficult to do so. Ugh. It's getting faster. It's getting so much faster. Screw it. I want to get to the next spell. Omi Watari the gods walked. How do you do this? Is it aimed? Is that the trick? Nah, sort of? But I don't really understand it. And I guess I never will. That is a really, really strange spell. No thank you. Yeah, I'm starting to think Faith doesn't work the same way in the extra stage as it does in the main game. Because I'm not getting any lives. I'm not getting any extra lives. Maybe the threshold is higher or something, but like, yikes. Unfortunate. Well, at least this pattern doesn't seem all that bad. It's just misdirecting. Yeah. Oh, now they're tanky. Okay. There we go. Wow, we actually made it to the extra stage boss. That's actually kind of surprising.
Kaneko said it's on the way in. I knew it! There really is another god in the shrine.
Yeah, apparently Kaneko wasn't the only one.
Well, look at this. What a surprise.
Ta-dam! The hat in the anime opening turned out to be this person.
Kaneko really let a human into the inner sanctum?
She has a dress full of frogs. That's so ridiculous, and I love it. Also, the googly eye, the googly eye hat is so great.
Well, it's more like I let myself in, does it? Who are you? I'm the real god of this shrine.
The highest of native gods, Suwako Moria, and she even has the clan name for the shrine, Moria Shrine.
The real one? It looks like things are getting all muddled up again. Officially, it's Kaneko's shrine, but in reality, it's my shrine. My name isn't really mentioned publicly, but I'm the one that does the work at the shrine. But that's... in other words, Kaneko's making off with all the fruits of your labor.
Nice face there.
If you're giving up the shrine so freely, you must have gotten something really nice in return.
Sort of...
That's not it. This was originally my shrine. But it's just that a long time ago, Kaneko started up a vicious war against me and took over it.
Yeah, so something that the game doesn't really dwell upon is the fact that Kaneko and the Moria Shrine in general are all based off of Shinto folklore. I believe Kaneko is based off of an actual god. I don't remember what the god was. I think it was it wasn't Okikunushi. I don't think it was Okikunushi, but it has to do with that type of folklore. I would love to do more research on this at a later date, because the whole Mountain of Faith mythos is so fascinating to me.
She took over it? Well, faith in me has risen since then, so I guess I'm grateful for that. But... the world of the gods sure seems tough.
Yeah, Kaneko defeated her in a battle once, took over her shrine, but allowed Suwako to stay, and therefore continue to keep faith and gaining faith. Because, let's be honest, it's hard to get rid of the Python deity in the area and take it over with your own religion. So instead, she just converted. It's actually a pretty smart way to go about how she got the shrine in the first place.
And now that I know more about the secrets of the shrine, I guess I'll just be...
oh boy, Native Faith. Great song. It's also the anthem for most animated memes from the early 2010s. We'll probably watch a, you know what? We'll watch one of those memes at the end of this.
What are you saying? I can't just let visitors leave just like that after coming all the way to the inner sanctum. Oh, do you have a present for me? Since you made it into the shrine, you'll have to do like you did with Sana and Kaneko. You'll have to have a Danmaku festival with me.
The song is so cheery and peppy, and I love it. Okay, Suwako. She's, pretty nasty. Ofudus. I remember Moku. Gotta remember Fujiwara. These things are dodgeable. 2 bows, 2 claps, and 1 bow. I think, no, I was supposed to go to the other side. I was supposed to follow the red. Okay, so, this strategy is basically go to the red, Have everything aimed to the red, and then go to the blue. It's really interesting. Damn it. Yeah, it's interesting, but difficult. I gotta really experiment with this boss, because she has a lot of really weird and wacky patterns. She's a really fun boss, though, from what I've heard. I'm not even gonna try at this point. I'm not even gonna try. I really need to just do some research. She also has a giant frog surrounding her. Oh gosh. It's getting a little cramped here. Lord Long Arm and Lord Long Leg. Okay. Get into big hitbox. Unfortunately, big hitbox is what caused me to have that game over. Alright. Well, we saw the extra boss, so I'm content. We unlocked all the music for the game. Honestly, great run on the main story. I managed to defeat Kaneko with no lives and no bombs. That honestly was phenomenal. I think I might actually turn that into a short or something. But yeah, that is today's live stream. And in essence, this is basically the return to the Touhou franchise for me, because we're going to be playing more Touhou games on the channel from now on, starting today, and we'll be continuing this on Saturday. So the next Touhou game we will be playing will in fact be a spin-off, Touhou 10.5 Scarlet Weather Rhapsody. That will be a fighting game. So that's going to be interesting. That one I don't really need to practice much with. I've already done a bit of practice off screen because I'm going to play that game with a controller for the first time ever. So I had to do at least one little practice run with using the controller, and it turns out I can play that game with a controller just fine. So I am content. No longer will I be using a controller for the fighting games, or a keyboard for the fighting games. So yeah, we'll probably have to do about 3 to 4 sessions with Scarlet Weather Rhapsody until we finish it. And honestly, all for the better, because I also need to practice Touhou 11. That game is going to require a bit of time and prep work. Because Touhou 11 and Touhou 12 by extension are the hardest games in the franchise in my opinion. And even though I have spent months practicing those two, I still need more practice. I haven't even 1cc'd them at all. I don't think I've even gotten to the stage 6 in either of them either. So yeah. Until then, tomorrow we'll continue with more Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, and hopefully also on Saturday we can do some more Samurai Warriors, and of course Sunday and Monday will be Final Fantasy XIV with Scars. So yeah, tune in for all those things. I'm going to be really busy with live streams from now on, so I think that's good. I think that's good for myself and for my overall health, that I keep myself busy. With that said, let's have Chopper give us a goodbye one more time with this music in the background. Oh, I forgot. I was going to show off the Native Faith animation. I'll do that next time. I'll do that next time, definitely. So until then, have a great day, everybody. I'll see you later, and goodbye.